Good morning. It is 8:17 a.m. on Saturday, September 4th, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. I don't know what those faces are about. Um, I wanted to follow up on talking about Shang-Chi a little bit just by uh, adding a little bit of Reading Rainbow style. You don't have to take my word for it. One of my favorite film writers who goes by Film Crit Hulk mentioned on Twitter that it was one of the first MCU movies in a while that he just really liked. And that's, he tends to have really, he sets the bar pretty high for superhero movies, which, entitled to do. I've mentioned before that I'm relatively easier to please, but he's someone who's fairly critical of a lot of them and nonetheless really liked this one. So I also read a good article about the representation aspect of it, written by a first generation Chinese immigrant who really appreciated all of the things she saw on screen that felt authentic to her. And I thought that was great. I think that's very good too. I was up relatively late last night playing. I played a bunch of Psychonauts. I am still playing Ghosts of Tsushima, which I have recently discovered you're supposed to emphasize the first syllable, not the second one. So I've been saying Tsushima, but I guess it's Tsushima. Anyway, I hope I'm still getting that right. I don't know, but I'm doing my best. But in any case, I am still playing that. But I had also been hearing so many people talk about Psychonauts 2 and really loving it. And I realized, you know what? The first one is a game that I've always heard was great, but never checked out. What I will say is graphically, it's harder to look at going back to Psychonauts 1. Um, and a lot of the gameplay itself is pretty, I think it's like I guess probably PlayStation 2 era 3D platforming collectathon stuff, so the gameplay itself is not that special, but boy, the story is great. It's interesting and funny and clever and all of those things. So I'm definitely enjoying it. But one of the things that I have talked about in the past is when I play a bunch of a certain game before going to bed, I tend to have dreams of that game that are dreams not of just like me in the world of it, but kind of like dreams of me trying to play the game and it not going very well because my brain doesn't actually have the actual video game console to simulate the game for it. And so it's kind of usually just sort of mild frustration of like, why isn't this working right? Why is this so hard? And in particular, Psychonauts is a very strange game to try to have that dream experience in. What I will say though is that I last night played the infamous The Milkman Conspiracy level, and it was as good as promised. It's very strange, but cool. Anyway, that's a lot of fun. Today, I'm looking forward to playing a game of Masks, the next generation that I signed up to play a while back. So I'm going to be playing that, this morning into early afternoon. Looking forward to that. And then, because we finished our Rime of the Frost Maiden campaign last week, my Saturday group is going to be playing some Ironsworn Starforged tonight. Looking forward to that too. They recently integrated the Starforged mechanics into a Roll20 character sheet, which makes everything a lot easier to run in Roll20. Which is very appreciated. And I'm looking forward to that. It's definitely a change of pace from Rime of the Frost Maiden. And we'll be making characters and starting off from scratch. And I think we'll probably have a couple folks who maybe aren't super familiar with the rules yet. So it'll be a learning experience for all of us because it'll be the first time I think I haven't decided 100% yet because that game system is very good at solo mode, which I've already done some play of, and you can also do co-op, which is basically it's like solo mode, only you have a party, but still no game master. Or you can do it with a game master. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna be a party member in co-op or to be game master. I might just do the latter just to simplify it, but maybe it depends on how many people we have tonight because we don't have the whole gang yet. Um, but in any case, I'm gonna have fun doing that. In the meantime, though, I will leave it here and I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.